This is Streamlined News for Tuesday, October 12th, 2010, brought to you by SwimOutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Winning 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth Games apparently wasn't enough for Cameron Vanderburg. The South African hopped on a plane from New Delhi to Beijing and won the 50 breast today at the second stop of the FINA Swimming Short Course World Cup Series. Vanderburg swam a 26:36 to just touch out teammate Roland Schoeman, who had also just competed in the Commonwealth Games. Schoeman, the silver medalist in the 50 free and bronze medalist in the 50 fly last week, won the 50 fly today in 22:72. Darian Townsend missed out on a medal in the 200 IM at the Commonwealth Games, but made up for it with a win in the 100 IM today after Brazil's Thiago Pereira was disqualified. Pereira had won the 400 IM earlier in the day. Lyndon Ferns did not compete in the Commonwealth Games, but he gave South Africa a 4th win at the World Cup today with a 47:70 in the 100 free. Germany's Stefan Diebler was runner-up in 2 events today. He was second in the 100 free and 50 fly with times a little slower than he swam in Rio de Janeiro last month. Other top swims in Beijing today included a great race in the men's 100 back between Brazil's Guilherme Guido and Peter Marshall of the United States. Guido touched the wall first in 50.90, with Marshall becoming just the second man under 51 seconds this year with a 50.97. Julia Smith and Elaine Breeden also represented the USA today in China. Smith won the 200 back and finished second in the 200 IM behind Ye Shiwen of China, while Breeden was second in the 100 fly behind Therese Alsamer and 4th in the 200 IM. Alsamer won the 50 free with the fastest time in the world, a 24:04 that just edged out Heikelin Schroeder of the Netherlands, who swam a 24:07. You can read all about the first day of competition in Beijing at swimmingworld.com. Delhi Belly ruled the headlines during the swimming competition at the Commonwealth Games, but the divers are bouncing off the boards with no reports of stomach troubles. Alexander Despatie of Canada won the men's 1 meter and 3 meter springboard event earlier this week in India for the 3rd consecutive time at the Commonwealth Games. That brings his medal tally to 8 golds dating back to 1998. Despatie didn't have much in the way of challengers, winning the 1 meter by 25 points and the 3 meter by 56 points. Today, he won his 9th gold with Ruben Ross in the synchronized 3 meter event, but this win wasn't as easy. Matthew Mitchum and Ethan Warren of Australia finished just 5.88 points back for silver and had the lead going into the final round before being outscored by the Canadians. Thomas Daley grabbed his first Commonwealth Games gold medal today in the 10 meter synchronized platform event with partner Max Brick. This was Daley's first competition on the platform since injuring his right tricep muscle earlier this year. But the pair was dominant throughout, giving Mitchum and Warren their 2nd synchro silver medal. On the women's side, Australia's Melissa Wu and Alexandra Croak teamed up for a gold medal in the women's 10 meter synchro event. They won by 7 points over the Malaysian duo of Pandalega Pam and Moon Leong. Wang would get her revenge in the individual 10 meter event, taking the gold by just 1.5 points over Wu. Croak was 15 points back for bronze. And finally today, the University of Florida and the University of Virginia raced yesterday afternoon, with Florida winning the women's meet and Virginia taking the men's meet. Elizabeth Beisel was the top swimmer on the women's side with wins in the 200 back and 200 IM and a 2nd place finish in the 200 free. Her contributions, as well as those by Teresa Crippen and Shara Stafford, helped the Gators eke out a 2-point meet win. With a few of the top swimmers from the Florida men's team returning from the Commonwealth Games, the Gators were at a bit of a disadvantage. Connor Dwyer's wins in the 100 free, 200 free, and 200 IM, as well as Florida victories in both butterflies, weren't enough to give them the win over the Cavaliers, who took their first dual meet win of the season by just 9 points. That's the news for today. We'll see you next time.